Good evening everybody and a very warm welcome to the Santiago Bernabeu. This is the final fixture of week 4 in La Liga, EA Sports. Real Madrid against Real Betis. And as you can see, there are the lineups already. Plenty of team news to bring you. 3 changes for Real Madrid, 4 changes for Real Betis with respect to their most recent league game. And the big news, I suppose, for Carlo Ancelotti is a start in the midfield for Dani Ceballos. The referee tonight is gain ground on the league leaders Barcelona, who currently hold a 7-point advantage over them. Some high pressing from Betis and an early grimace from Aitor Ruibal. He was among the goals on Thursday night, scored the opener.
Set up by Abdi.
200 games at the club very recently. His side coming forward, and in just a second, because space opening up here for Dani Carvajal, whose cross was bouncing in towards the centre. Mbappe was attacking it.
That's the point. Vinicius down the middle, Mbappe left, where he likes to play for.
By Los Blancos, who are coming forward again. Abde's challenge, pokes the ball back towards Silva.
I interviewed him that night, and he talked about...
And still Carvajal doesn't get to him, and there's the cross! And the chance was for Abde, who will feel he should have hit the target. There was hesitation in the Real Madrid defence, and the visitors nearly took the lead. Ruibal has a second bite at the cherry and can win a corner.
Well, the neutrals are lapping this up, but...
Inviting Abde to sprint forward and take on Fede Valverde, which he tried to do. Rodrigo, 3 in the centre, Valverde wide. Here's the Uruguayan, low cross. And Nathan well positioned again. Up against Sabali, into Mbappe, and in slides a very effective challenge. Tchouaméni by Rodrigo, and attacked brilliantly. Militao, second chance for him, and in came Perrault to make the block, and it's off for a goal kick. To take over. He slightly overran it. Vinicius, the box is loaded. In goes Vinicius. Mbappe with the shot, which was on target and slightly uncomfortable for Rui Silva, who had to adjust.
But definitely signs of tension on behalf of the fan base, for sure.
And here is Mbappe! Just wide from the Frenchman. Beautifully found by Valverde. Well, managers often worry when a centre-forward to the first team back in La Liga after a spell away. That is loose from Rodri, giving it to Rodrigo. Vinicius, in came Rodri to atone. It's still going for Madrid, but sent wide now by Valverde.
I think that might be evidence of the tension Matt was talking about. Vinicius normally wouldn't have taken so long to unleash the shot.
Vinicius feeding Mbappe into the box. A deflected effort. And it is off for a corner.
But the tackle is enabled.
No foul by Sabali, so handball against Vinicius. And now carry it forward, threaded into the channel for Ruibal. Carvajal sliding, took it down well. Youssouf Sabali is still going, took 2 to halt him.
But he does have a similar skill set. He hasn't had the most enjoyable timing.
It's Sabali. Mbappe puts Rocker on the floor, who then makes the challenge. It comes to Rodrigo. Vinicius, 2 through the centre, just ahead, but almost ran through for Rodrigo.
I sound like a stock record, but Mbappe's turn on his feed to Vinicius, tremendous. But the key...
Looking for Mbappe, cushioned for Mendy. Vinny's gone down. Madrid play on. Tchouaméni. Movement from Dani Carvajal.
He's not the only one either, Graham. I've seen Rodrigo a couple of times, you know, asked to plead with the crowd,
He's up against Rodrigo, round Rodrigo, into the box. Abde then finding his captain. Carvajal sending in the cross, and what a vital touch it was from Youssouf Sabaly, because Kylian was arriving.
Between Sabaly and Llorente, although Pellegrini's annoyed that his team isn't pushing up.
Can Betis see it through until half-time? Can Real Madrid find a late breakthrough in this opening half? They have a late set piece.
Caused by an overload. Rodrigo.
Away team. Rodrigo's cross. Headed by Militao. It comes back out to Rodrigo, who fires at goal. Some thought it was in. It was just wide from the Brazilian. Vinicius Junior, who takes on Sabaly successfully and delivers out. Wonderful. His cross deflected, the crowd appealing, stepping on the acceleration, lifting it for Vinicius. Into the box he goes, and it's off the post! And over the top from Mbappe.
I don't quite know how to say "oh dear" in French, but I can say dommage.
But it's gone wide to Vinicius. Has that hit a hand? Much bigger appeals now, including from those on the pitch, including from Vinicius. And Alberola Rojas seems unmoved. Betis. Ruibal has tangled there with Militao. What was the Rente? Flicked for Ceballos, who's gone down. Up you get, says the referee. Betis continue. Build wide. Sabaly looking for the debutant, and Vitor Roque has hit the target with his first chance in green and white. Short, worked back to Fornals. It is a looping cross, it is an awkward cross, and Courtois has turned it over.
He learned that at the Berlin ground. He's blowing bubbles there.
Mbappe wide for Fran Garcia, and the cross looked a good one. Fantastic, into Mbappe, and guess who's there again? Diego Llorente.
Fabulous. Masterclass, right?
Masterclass into the box, and that is wonderful. Roque close. Rodrigo dancing along the edge of the box. What a flick! Mbappe! There it is! His first goal in La Liga. So brilliantly created by Valverde. And Real Madrid do now have the lead.
Headlines are for the new boy.
From two, and slipping it for Vinicius. Penalty. Or is it?
Looks like the sisters put the flag up for offside, by the looks of things.
Makes sure and exaggerates a little bit.
Kylian Mbappe's first penalty for Real Madrid is tucked home to make it 2-0. And he has scored them both. Vinicius converted the penalty on Thursday. He won this penalty and let Mbappe take it. The Frenchman now has his second goal in the white of his new club. Can he set up another goal? He's found his fellow substitute, Sada, towards Vitor Roque, and he very nearly had the opportunity to pull the trigger. Took the split